How's it going, everybody? It's neighborhood-friendly Cheesecake Trenton Sneed up in the booth here tonight for the inaugural race of the Sidewinder Racing League Snipes Lawn Care Super Speedway Series. What this is every Thursday night. Every week it will be a different vehicle at a different Super Speedway. For the first race here, it will be the trucks at my home track, Talladega. So, yeah, I'm excited here. I'm going to go ahead and kind of give the starting lineup here. Starting on pole is going to be the 4 of Quinn Newton, followed by the 14 of Go Fast, Entertain Allmendinger, Michael Edwards. Third is going to be the 37 of Cliff Mullins. Fourth is going to be the 17 of Cody Brown. Fifth is going to be the 5 of Tanner Threet, which is technically the boss man of this series. Sixth is going to be the 26 of DG Swift. Seventh is going to be the 8 of Garrett Boyd. Eighth is going to be the 83 of Lucky Carleck. Ninth is going to be the 74 of Keith McCracken. 10th is going to be the 43 of Christopher Alkire. 11th is going to be the 16 of the Cyborg Blake Giglio. 12th is going to be the 3 of Lucas Hoitzma. 13th is going to be the 71 of William Guttam. And I actually had DM, so I'm going to check that here and see if that's how I pronounce the last name here. 14th is going to be the 23 of Daniel Llewellyn. 15th is going to be the 46 of Kyle Akers. And round out the field here tonight is going to be the 49 of Caleb Reese. And as everyone can already see here, this is a recording, and even then, it may not go to plan. Currently, Tuesday night Security Pro LLC Xfinity Series is still uploading after going on. It's going to be 48 hours now, and it's 60-something% complete. We had a good 30-40% boost in speed today from my sister donating her hotspot, and we unfortunately used all of that. So now we're back to just pitiful down and upload speeds as AT&T continues to try and fix their shit. But on that note here, I'm going to go into kind of file space storage mode to make the upload less hell than what it already is. So we'll be back when we get ready to properly go green. Alrighty, pace car, get ready to head on to pit road here as the inaugural 50 laps of the Sidewinder Racing League Snipes Lawn Care Super Speedway Series about to be underway. At 37 already pushing the 4 through the tri-oval. Flagman has the green one in his hand as the drivers now exit the tri-oval. It is now waving. 50 laps from Talladega underway. For Quinn Newton with a push from the 37 of Cliff Mullins. Leads him into turn 1. Got the 14, Michael Edwards on the outside there. As 37 of Mullins, I think that's himself on the roof of his truck. I just noticed that. Tanner Threet going to move up into third spot from 5th. As they come down the backstretch for the first time here tonight. And it's still the 4 of Newton leading them into turn 3 as they're already 3 wide for about 10th or so spot. 3, Lucas Hoitzma stuck up top. As this track definitely big enough for 3 wide racing, but everyone's going to drop back to 2 wide. Cody Brown, the 17, looks like he was thinking about going 3 wide through the middle, but he's going to push the 14. Michael Edwards on the outside. Already a 3rd lane being formed on the top of the racetrack. And at the start, the 37 went to the outside, and he's going to lead lap number 1. They're still 3 wide for basically 4th on back. Off turn 2 now is the 16 of Giglio and the 83 of Lucky in the middle. Lucky got a big push from the 16 there, so we're going to go on board with him here. You see the 16 right on his bumper as the 17's pushing the 14 as they head into turn 3. Right now, though, the 37 Cliff Mullins still the race leader as they come off turn number 4. That middle lane looks like it's slowly starting to prevail as more and more trucks go to the middle. As right now, still just 2 drivers on the very top of the racetrack as Lucky gets another big push from the 16. Mullins still the leader, but for how long? Lucky now being Pushed to lead by the 16. Giglio officially noses out front as there's already a wreck. The 23 gets involved and the 5 gets nailed. Going to be the first caution of the night here at Talladega. No yellow. There is no yellow flag. Now it is in the air. Pushing early has already led to a pretty substantial pile up here. Let's go back and see what happened. Started with the 17 and the 23, I believe. They were 3 wide and heading into turn 1. 23 just kind of comes up. I don't know if that was some netcode contact or not. Oh, the 23 just comes up right into the 17. Poor Tanner 3 had nowhere to go. Holy Jesus Christ! Who was that? Who was that? That was the best avoidance I have ever seen so far. The 74. My God! Keith McCracken. Let's go on board with him here. Spectacular driving by that 74 machine. Oh no, we'll be back here when we get ready to go green. Alrighty, welcome back here as pace car is in. Lucky Carlette going to lead them to the green flag as they enter the tri-oval. And we're back racing. 97/3 Hoytsma already goes to make a third lane at the top of the racetrack as the top 2 cars here on the both inside and outside absolutely rocket ahead. 71 of Ganem trying to get some going on that outside. Has help from the 74 of Keith McCracken. Now on the backstretch, the 37 Cliff Mullins gets a big push from the 71 as they come down the backstretch. Let's see, he's clear, and so is the 71. They're going to move to the bottom of the racetrack now. Now the 74 with a big push from the 3. They work their way through turns 3 and 4. They have a new leader, that 74. Keith McCracken goes to the race lead. He's clear of the 37, and so is the 97, but they're staying at the top, or the middle of the racetrack is the 14. Michael Edwards goes to the very top. Lucky's going with him up there. Hoytsma drops to the bottom, and the 74 are going to be put through the middle. Lucky drops back to the middle. Now Michael Edwards is hung out to dry on the outside. As the 46 pushed the 83 in the corner, that could have been absolutely disastrous. They would have just about keep it going as we got trucks officially in all 3 lanes. Leader right now is the 3 of Lucas Hoytsma. As they head back into turn number 3. Whoa, Newton in the 5, just about gone to the 83 of Lucky Carlette. Down the front stretch now, Hoytsma thought about going to the outside. Oh, he's going to be put through the middle now. Going to be just about 3 wide for the race lead. Cliff Mullins with help from the 74. Rockets out in front, goes to the middle, now to the bottom of the racetracks. They're wrecking again. Big one, part 2. 5, 6 cars involved in this one. Go back and take a look at what happened. Let's see here. Looks like the 71. Oh no. The 8, Garrett Boyd. Looks like he just kind of comes down to the 71. Poor Cody Brown, I know where it goes. Neither did Lucky. 4, Quinn Newton involved. So's Tanner 3. DG Swiss involved. 23 of Llewellyn made contact. You got Giglio here going all the way to the bottom of the racetrack. I believe he makes it by scot-free. Well, all right, we'll be back at the drop of the green flag. All right, everybody. Welcome back here. Michael Edwards on the 14, going to lead them to the green flag as I believe almost everyone came down pit road. Let's see. He's going to have a good push from the 16 at Giglio more than likely here. You got Hoytsma laying back a little bit as green flag officially back in the air. Coming to take lap 13 out of 50. Michael leads him into turn 1. Giglio looking to the outside. I believe he was going to try and pull up in front of Hoytsma. Try and get around the 14. Hoytsma going to get... Who's pushing that 97 machine? Nobody. Hoytsma just side drafting, but now he's going to have help from the 8 of Garrett Boyd. Come down the backstretch. Boyd has his teammate in the 37 of Cliff Mullins. Both lanes now pushing as they head into turn 3. Edwards still out front here for the moment as they come through 3 and 4. And he has that outside lane cleared. Giglio still pushing though, and Hoytsma going to get a good push from Garrett Boyd as they head into the tri-oval. Edwards still out front as they come off the tri-oval now onto the front stretch. And iRacing may have gave up. Edwards still the leader. Hoytsma officially getting to his outside now as they come down the backstretch again. Once again, Garrett Boyd still pushing on the outside, running that number 8 truck. Heading into 3. Side by side for the race lead. It looks like there's a bit of a second pack kind of forming behind this main lead one. The leaders are 2 wide, but then there's single file behind them as Edwards still able to hold out up front. Hoytsma once again though just about getting to his outside with help from the 8 of Boyd. And still side by side lap stop. Edwards still the race leader. See, goes thought about going to the top of the racetrack, maybe to block. But not able to get up there because now here comes Hoytsma on the outside again. Down the backstretch, both lanes getting good pushes. Well, I'm going to expect to see that 97 nose out ahead with the outside being faster on the straightaway. Into 3, Hoytsma is out ahead as, contact being made here. The 71 gets shuffled out of line. William now being hung out to dry. I think he may have got a rough push from the 5 of Tanner 3, but they're all able to keep it going. But that absolutely ruined the outside lane. As Hoytsma now going to the very top of the racetrack. Boyd now leading the outside, or the middle. As Giglio takes the opportunity to jump up to the middle lane. Giglio now noses out ahead as we're 3 wide again. What lane is Blake going to choose to go to as Mullins tries to clear himself and ends up causing... they just about saved it. Well, that absolutely destroyed the 71 of William Ganem. Mullins tried to... he just doored the 16. Tried to go up with his teammate, but unfortunately he was not really clear and put somebody in the wall and triggered that. Now the 2 teammates leading the inside lane as Edwards. Looked like I thought he was going to go below the apron there. Right now, Tanner 3 now pushing the 16 of Blake Giglio on the outside. On lap 17 now. Leader still the 8 of Garrett Boyd with help from his teammate Michael Edwards, third line on the bottom. But Giglio with a good push from the 5 gets in. He's probably going to take the lead here down the backstretch, on board with him now. And Giglio is clear. Does he go to the bottom or is he going to stay up there with Tanner 3? He's going to stay up there with Tanner as they work their way through 3 and 4. At 37 still locked onto the 8. So they work their way back off turn 4, still side by side. As, Tanner goes up. He's going to make a third lane. Going to put Giglio maybe 3 wide. Giglio jumps to the bottom now, and now 3 gets a big push from Cody Brown in the 17. 3 now moves up front. Big push from Cody, and he has Michael Edwards behind Brown. Ooh, oh, Lord. That 17 was pushing right on the right rear quarter panel. That's risky business. As Giglio gets pushed on the right rear quarter panel. Once again, I'm surprised that did not cause a pile-up. Threet now out ahead with help from Brown, and the two of them. Ooh, Brown thought better of it. Tanner Threet moves to the bottom of the racetrack, and now Cody Brown gets a big push from Michael Edwards. Threet not even going to be able to lead the lap because Cody Brown immediately pulling out ahead. Off the tri-oval now, it's going to be a drag race for whoever wins the lap. It's going to be Cody Brown taking the race lead. Actually, no, Threet led it. But Michael Edwards now pushing that 17 machine on the outside, as the inside looks like they're actually able to clear a little bit, ever so slightly. As actually, I just noticed, apparently the 17 of Cody Brown's 2 laps down. Huh. I did not realize that, but alright. So Brown may have technically led the lap, but it went to Threet. Well, alright, as they're going 3 wide at the tail end of this lead pack. Tanner Threet still the race leader with help from the 16 of Blake Giglio. Threet now gets about a 2 truck length gap to the outside lane with help from Giglio. Behind Giglio is right now, I believe that is the 37 of Cliff Mullins. Wonder if Cliff is going to jump back up to get with his teammate in the 8. Has Michael Edwards look like he's trying to make a 3rd lane. Jumps back in line. DG Swiss in the 26 is looking to the outside now, and the 74 are going to go with him, and DG going to drop back down to the inside. Contact is made between the 14 and the 43. That could have been ugly. Outside, though, trying to come back into it. Boyd with help from the 17. They're 3 wide behind him. Michael Edwards now making a 3rd lane at the top of the racetrack with help from the 74. Threet still the leader. They're going to go back to 2 wide. Giglio now looking to the outside. He's going to go up there with Boyd. Boyd goes to the top, now back to the middle. Boyd now pushing the 8 machine, or not the 8 machine, there's 8 on the tailgate, but the 16 of Blake Giglio. Michael Edwards jumps to the middle, now Giglio jumps to the middle. We're 3 wide for the race lead. DG gets shuffled at the back of this little pack here, and someone is going to get shuffled all the way to the back. That's the 8 of Garrett Boyd being hung out to dry. That middle lane now kind of falling apart a little bit as they lose a ton of momentum. Cliff Mullins now going to the outside. Giglio goes to the top and is going to put the 37 stuck in the middle. 3 wide for the race lead again. Giglio leads the lap. As Mullins tries to pinch the 5 down on the inside. That very outside lane is moving. Giglio now going to the bottom of the racetrack. Michael Edwards goes to the middle. Well, I can't frickin' tell. Oh, he's trying to go to the middle. He's going to get put 4 wide. He jumps back to the outside. 3 wide for the lead again, but Michael Edwards, the entire outside lane, dropping back as Giglio now solidifies himself as the race leader with Tanner Threet behind him. Now on the front stretch, a little bit of separation between these top 2 drivers. Got a truck link back to the 4, Quinn Newton. Oh, but they're wrecking again. The 37 and the 23. The 43 and the 8's involved. That's probably going to be yellow flag number 3. 3 or 4, I don't remember. As no caution yet. Apparently we're still racing. Well, okay. No yellow. They're going to keep it green. Well, Giglio now the race leader with Tanner Threet pushing them. Followed by Quinn Newton. Then DG Swiss is leading a little single file train behind him, but it looks like Newton is going to be like the little So it's going to be the truck that kind of pulls that second lane along as three going to the inside. As a lap car, the 71 goes to the apron. Now this little pack has caught back up, and we're now one decently sized pack for the race lead. Freak, though, not able to make the pass. He's going to drop back with Giglio now on the middle of the racetrack, and now Quinn Newton goes to the inside for the lead. Down the backstretch, we're going to be 3 wide for the race lead again. 3 punches his way on the inside as, ooh, the 16 a bit squirrely with a push from the 26. DG gets into the 5 and the 14. They're wrecking again. 4 cars hard into the outside wall. Yellow flag now in the air. Let's go back and see what happened. There were 3 wide. And the 4... Oh, no, the 26 just comes down into the 4. Which in turn collects the 14. Tanner Threed involved in that. He may have saved it. Yeah, Threed was able to save it. But 4 cars hard into the outside wall. Alright, this will put the field back into one big pack. We'll be back when we get ready to go green. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, this restart right here is going to be a Crank It Up brought to you by Sneed Game Farm. Going to go green with just a little under halfway remaining. Well, alrighty. That was probably going to be a caution? Question mark? Yeah, there it is. Another big pileup. Heading to turn 3. Let's try and figure out what happened here. Heading into 3, the 14, Michael Edwards trying to follow. I believe that's the 8 Garrett Boyd. Just came down into the 5 of Tanner Threet, and as that happened, they were still wrecking in the background here. This caused a chain reaction. Alright. We'll be back here once again when we get ready to go green. It'll probably be one last attempt at a Crank It Up. Alrighty, that was a Crank It Up brought to you by Sneak Game Farm here, and we've been having an intense battle for the race lead between the 83 of Carl Eck and the 46 of Kyle Akers. They've been side by side for the past 5 or so laps, and we're getting ready to come to 5 laps to, or not 5 to go, 15 laps to go. We're heading to turn 3 right now. Carl's still barely inching out ahead here, as he once again having big help from the 16 of Blake Giglio. As 17 Cody Brown thought about making a third lane at the top of the racetrack, but that inside lane with help from the 26 and the 37, pushing that 46 out ahead just barely. Off the tri-oval at the line, I don't know who led that lap. They gave it to the 83 as the 8 going to the top of the racetrack. Garrett Boyd. I think I just heard a tire squeal. Yep, 2 cars into the outside wall behind them. It was the 43, and I couldn't tell who the other driver was. 43, Christopher Alcar. I think that's the 4 of Quinn Newton. And I don't know if there was any others. As they're 3 wide right here, and the 83, Lucky, almost nosed out ahead to clear the 46. I think the 14 of Michael Edwards was involved in that. Pack still 2 wide for the race lead. The 46 able to get back out ahead of the 83. So we're coming to 14 laps to go. Akers now still in the race lead with help from the 37 Cliff Mullins. His teammate, the 8 of Garrett Boyd, pushing the 37. Tanner Threet and Giglio trying to push that 83 machine as they come down the backstretch. As Mullins looks like he was thinking about making a third lane at the very bottom of the racetrack. I'm not sure how well that would have worked out. As Giglio once again giving a huge push to the 83 of Carl. And Carl is clear. He goes to the inside. Oh, he's going to go back to the top. As the 5, Tanner Threet thinking about making a third lane. Side by side for the lead again. This time the 46 not going to be able to clear the 83 on the bottom, and he gets a big push from the 37 that almost sent him all squirrely. Lucky nosing out ahead here with 13 laps to go. DG Swiss there in the very back of the pack. See him there. I wonder when he's going to try and make his move to get up there. He's going to have to find someone to push and just pray they can get a third lane going. But more drivers going to the outside compared to the bottom. There's 3 on the bottom compared to like 4 or 5 on the outside. DG is elected to go to the very top of the racetrack. And the 83 now looking to go to the inside. Goes back up to the middle to stay with the 16. And they're 2 wide again for the race lead. This time the inside gets a big push. 46 thinking about going to the top. He's going to get shoved up the middle by the 37 of Cliff Mullins. The 8 going with his teammate on the insides. We're 3 wide for the race lead. At the stripe, the 83 still the race leader with help from the 16. And these 2 drivers go back to the middle. That 46 of Kyle Akers just got thrown all the way to the back. Come on. There we go. Carl still out in the lead here on the outside. Once again, getting a big push from the 16 of Giglio. 37 of Cliff Mullins there on the bottom with help from his teammate in the 8 of Garrett Boyd. DG in the inside lane. These boys are still 2 wide for the race lead. Classic plate racing unfolding here. And Mullins noses out ahead just barely. As I can't tell if they're wrecking or it's just if iRacing's doing something screwy. As Giglio has pushed the 83 clear, and Giglio trying to go to the inside as well, but not quite able to. And Carl almost goes too far to the outside for the 16 to push him, as the 46 goes back to the inside. All right. 83 goes to the inside, and looks like he's going to stay there. No. Able to jump back out ahead of the 16. That allows the 37 of Cliff Mullins to get a big run on the bottom with help from the 8 of Garrett Boyd. Giglio still pushing that 83, though, as they come through the tri-oval. 83 gets a big run, and he will continue to lead the lap. 10 laps to go. Giglio still pushing the 83 as they come on to the backstretch. Now Cliff Mullins still trying to get pushed out ahead by the 8 of Garrett Boyd. Right now, 83 out ahead, and the 16 might get cleared as well as they head into turn 3. 83 goes to the bottom, pulls the inside along, but I guess he's going to go back up to the outside. Yes, he will. Almost goes too far on the outside. Once again, the entire outside lane stacks up a little bit. Mullins out ahead. He's clear. Lucky not quite able to get as big as a run this time around as they come off the tri-oval. Able to get alongside the 37 again, but not able to lead the lap. Cliff Mullins officially takes the race lead. Off turn 2 now, still side by side for the race lead is Cliff Mullins and the 83 of Lucky Karlek. 17 Cody Brown trying to make a third lane at the very top of the racetrack. And the 83 thinking about trying to do what he did earlier, go block the inside, but stays up with Giglio again. Mullins not quite able to get as big as a run as he was last lap, in the 83 nosing out ahead again as they come through the tri-oval. They're 3 wide. The 46 Akers going to the outside of Giglio now. Leader still the 83 of Lucky, and down into turn 1, the 46 side drafting by himself pretty much for the race lead. 3 wide still for the lead. Right now that 16 to 83 are stuck in the middle. 3 on the bottom, 2 in the middle, and 3 on the top. And right now, I think the leader is that 46 on the very top of the racetrack. Kind of get a more zoomed in camera. Right now, the 37 nosing out ahead with help from Garrett Boyd. Giglio still trying to push the 83 as they come off turn 4. Tanner Threet now trying to make his way to the inside, so we're back to 2 lanes. Coming to 7 laps to go. At the line, the 83 still the race leader. Excuse me. Warp there. 46 though, Kyle Akers pushing the 16. Down the backstretch, still side by side. The 83 just barely still nosing out ahead as everyone goes to the very top. Oh, Giglio gets a big push on the 46 and sends him squirrely. 83 though still out ahead. Off turn 4, coming to 6 laps to go. Giglio, another big push coming to the 83. And they're 3 wide again. The 46 once again wanting to make a third lane, goes back in behind the 16. At the line, the 83 still scored as the leader with 6 laps to go. As the 46 just about turns the 16. Absolutely great save from the 16 of Giglio. He still just latched onto that 83. That 46 taking no prisoners. I think he knows that 16 is going to stay with that 83. So he's just trying to push the 16 off the groove. 46 going to the top now with help from the 17 of Cody Brown. Going to make another third lane. Tanner Threet pushing that 17, and now the 46 is back to the outside. As DG jumps to the top. There goes the 46 right to the outside, and that 37 and the 8 looks like they're just kind of falling back, as now it's back to 2 lanes of traffic. The 16 now pushing the 83 on the bottom, as the 17 pushing the 46 with 5 laps to go. That outside is absolutely the place to be right now. That 16's a good pusher, but you can see it trucks on the outside are just able to get such a better run on the outside, and that translates to better momentum throughout the corner. Now the question is, does the 46 go to block? He's going to go to the inside. That's going to give the advantage to the 17 now on the outside. Coming to 4 laps to go. As the 83 jumps up to the outside, he's now being pushed by the 17 of Cody Brown. Brown now going to the outside. Lucky goes to block. Going to be 4 laps to go. Carl back to the bottom of the racetrack. That 46 getting right on that 83's bumper as they come off turn 2. And that 17 machine is being pushed by the 5 of Tanner 3. Lucky gets a big push, makes him a little squirrely. And that 17 truck is clear down the backstretch. Going to be 3 laps to go. Both the 17 and the 5 going to the bottom of the racetrack now. The 83 clips the apron. DG now technically leading the outside line. 83 going to jump to the top again. Coming to 3 laps to go. At the line, the 17, Cody Brown takes the race lead as we're going to be 3 wide basically for the race lead again. DG trying to push the 83 on the middle lane. Here comes the 16 of Giglio again. He's looking to the top of the racetrack. Does the 83 go to block? He's gonna, no, he goes up there. The 16 back to pushing the 83 as they about to head into turn 3. The 26 of DG Swiss stuck in the middle. I see the 46 jumps to the bottom. 83 Lucky jumps back to the middle lane. Giglio now leading the very top of the racetrack as they come off turn 4. Cody Brown still leading the inside as DG finds a way to the bottom. 83 now getting hung out to dry in the middle. No one going with him as the 5 touches the apron, coming to 2 laps to go. Brown still up front now. There's 2 lanes of traffic. Oh, 83 makes contact with the 5. 3 wide with basically 1.5 laps to go now. That inside prevailing with basically all the energy being on the top. Well, Giglio getting a run with help from the 37 now as they're getting ready to head into turn 3. We're about to have ourselves probably a drag race. As Giglio ain't about going to the middle, but still being pushed along by the 37 of Cliff Mullins. Well, here we go, coming to the last lap. Going to be 1 lap to go. Who's going to make the move for the win? Oh, DG gets turned by the 83. It's just a 2-man race between the 5 and the 17. White flag, 1 lap to go. They're coming up on the lap truck, the 14 of Michael Edwards. They're going to go to the inside, the 5, maybe trying to check up a little bit to maybe get help from the 14. Edwards going to the inside now. Once again, a 2-man race. Is the 5 going to continue to push the 17 of Cody Brown, or is he going to try and win the race himself? Off turn 4. Into the apron for the final time, I think. And the 5's looking. He's going to go right back to the inside. Almost bumper hooks the 17. Going to go to the apron. Going to be a drag race. He's going to try and turn the 17, but Cody Brown wins it. Well, alrighty. We'll be back here when we get ready for potential interviews. Alrighty. Cody, you got a copy?
Hey, what's up, Trenton?
Well, man, it turned into a 2-man battle, and you managed to hold him off. Talk us through that last lap.
Oh, Tanner gave me a hell of a push there coming down the backstretch, and they wrecked behind us there, and it was going to be me and him there to the end. So kind of kept him behind me there and kept blocking. I mean, then he tried to get around me there at the end, but I held him off.
Absolutely, man. Did you think you were going to be able to be in that position, or are you just expecting there to be a big wreck right up front?
Honestly, no. We were 2 laps down early in this truck race. I got caught up going 3 wide with my teammate there and hit the wall, and I got the engine blew, and I got caught 2 laps down. But we managed to hold on there, get both laps back, and put her in the position to win.
Absolutely, man. Well, you got any sponsor shout-outs on that truck?
Yeah, thanks DGSRacing.com. Thanks Tanner for putting this on, and thank you guys for broadcasting it.
All right, man. Congratulations on the race win.
Thanks, man.
That was the 17 of Cody Brown. I had the pleasure of racing with him in Wild Horse, and I can confirm here he is an expert at plate racing. It was an absolute treat to race with him, as he was an honorary member of DEI. Tanner, you got a copy?
Yes, sir. What's going on, buddy?
Not much, man. Absolute thriller of a finish. What did it look like from your end?
It was fun, man. It was fun. I'm kind of sucked at the whole field right there coming to the white flag, but, you know, it would have been a lot better with a bunch of cars. But, hey, man, I enjoyed it. I was trying to get around him a little bit earlier, but I knew I wasn't going to get around him. I never got him a big enough run to get around him. My plan was to try to stick my nose in there and get him a little bit loose and maybe get beside him, but it was just a little too much, a little too late. But it was fun, man. Awesome race, good opener. I'm excited for the rest of the year.
Absolutely, man. Got any sponsor shout-outs on that truck?
Yeah, man. I actually got a new sponsor that I'm running this week, and it's actually the sponsor for this series. It's my cousin's loan business. It's Snipes Loan Services. So I got him on the truck. And, you know, I always got Sidewinder after burner and everything. So, shout out to all them guys. And shout out to y'all for broadcasting for us every week. Really appreciate it.
Absolutely, man. Well, congratulations on second place finish. Hopefully, I can get this thing uploaded eventually.
It's all right, man. It's all right. Like, we appreciate it, man. We appreciate you doing all the work. I know it's trouble and aggravate, but we really appreciate it.
Absolutely, man. Congratulations on the podium.
Thank you, buddy.
That was the 5 of Tanner 3. Finished second here tonight. Technically the boss man here for the Sidewinder Racing League's Snipes Lawn Care Super Speedway Series. Going to bring up the sponsors here fairly quickly because once again, shorter interviews than usual, but I'm trying to conserve file size here. Because once again, I've had the Xfinity Series race going on for 48 hours and we're just now over halfway on it. So it's in no particular order: Jones Exterior Cleaning, T-Public, the entirety of the Sidewinder Racing League family, DGSRacing.com, DG Swiss, Security Pro LLC, and Snipes Lawn Care. And on that note here, hope you all enjoyed. I'll see y'all in the next one.